incoming President Nitin Shinghala, all my colleagues on the dais, respected past presidents, seniors and friends. As I stand before you for one last time as the President of Bombay Chartered Accountants Society, I have a choice on what I speak for the next 10 minutes. I can utilize that time either to thank all the people who have contributed to my journey and who I want to thank and I will thank, or I can utilize those 10 minutes in advising the incoming office bearers, but I will not do that because even as President they did not listen to me. So now as outgoing, I do not expect them to listen to me. Or I can use these few minutes in listing out all the activities that are conducted during the year, which I promise you I will not. It is a team effort, and I think it's not correct for me to take claim or credit for that. I dedicate that success or whatever success we have achieved to the entire team. However, what I'd like to do is I'd like to compliment the entire group of the chairman, the co-chairman, the conveners, the coordinators, the youth group, the other members, Kasam and his staff members, Shrutika from my office, in helping me out, carry out the vision of BCA. I'd also like to express my special gratitude to the spouses of the core group members for taking active interest in the activities and many of the programs of BCA. May I request you all to help me carry out my thanks to all of them with a loud applause, please. Having thanked everyone else's spouse, if I missed out thanking my own, mere अच्छे दिन तो खत्म हो जाएंगे. So thank you, Afshin, for all your support and whatever you did. Coming to the office bearers, I genuinely mean it when I say that I was thankful to have office bearers like these. During the year we faced many challenges, and it is in these times that I saw how each one of them individually and collectively they took charge of the situation and showed grit, courage, determination and character in handling these situations. Nitin, I thank you for being my confidant throughout the years. There are so many things I couldn't have spoken to anybody but him. Your ever smiling demeanor has eased so many pressure situations. You are indeed a truth Atma, and I pray that you remain so forever. Under your leadership, I am sure BCS will scale new heights, new peaks. They say you must learn from the foolishness of others, and for that, Nitin, I am always ever at your service. Raman, your suggestions, ideas, however wacky, in the current situations were like a ray of light, or as they say in Sanskrit, like Rashmi. Chetan was ever so cool and he faced everything with so much Sheetalta. Mukesh bhai, thank you for bringing so much emotion and bhavna in everything that you did in this year. I congratulate Narayan and Sunil for joining the office bearers this year and wish you great success. This year we lost two past presidents in Shri B.V. Dalal and Shri Naveen Krishnadwala. Both have contributed immensely to the activities of BCA and we shall all miss them. My transition from a practicing chartered accountant to a business leader happened in the year 2006 when I was still the secretary of Bombay Chartered Accountants Society. I soon realized that work pressures and the timings are so different that forget contributing as an office bearer, even contributing in any other way was proving to be a huge challenge, and hence I shirked away from taking a larger responsibility thereafter. It is, as you all know, it is at the behest of Mr. Narayan Verma and a few others that I accepted the responsibility of leading this august body. But once I got into the mindset and accepted the responsibility, the love, affection and support I received from all, I was able to discharge my duty without any challenges. As I'd say, जब आपका हुक्म मिला तो तर्क मैंने मोहब्बत कर दी, मगर दिल फिर उस पे ऐसा धड़का के फिर कयामत कर दी. I've thoroughly enjoyed my year as president this year, and I've gained a lot in the process. The president's page received a lot of accolades, and I'm very, very happy about that. But writing is something I've been comfortable with forever. It is public speaking that I have been most paranoid about. And this year, I must, though it doesn't need confession, it's a record that I have goofed up while reading from a speech. And all I had to do was look at Mr. Kishore Karia's face in the audience to know that I have indeed goofed up and that I need to correct myself. But being president, I was compelled to speak at numerous events of BCS. And slowly, despite my mumbling and fumbling, I found I started enjoying that and my fear started disappearing. Being on the dais with various speakers, I had opportunity to observe their style and their preparation. And one speaker who impressed me a lot was Mr. N.P. Sarda. I remember this accounting standards lecture that he gave, and we had a crowd of about 500 people. He spoke non-stop for 2 hours and kept the audience spellbound. And I was amazed to see that he had no books, no notes, no speech, no presentation. All he had was one small chit of paper with 2 words written on it. Obviously, I was very curious to know that what is it that he was not sure that he'll remember. So after the lecture was over and he was mobbed by his fans, I took a peek at that paper, picked it up, and I saw that only 2 words he was not sure of remembering was Naushad Panjwani. Everything else he was sure of. The theme of this year's annual report is time, and fittingly so. In the journey of time, the society has grown from strength to strength. The membership has consistently grown. The events have grown manifold. Every year, so many new activities, so many new initiatives are incubated at the society. It's a melting pot of innovation and ideas. And each president has contributed to this in his own way. And that is the reason the society has been able to invent and reinvent itself constantly. This year, keeping in mind the specific work requirements, the changing work requirements, we have enabled the appointment of a non-past president as the co-chairman of a committee. And I congratulate Nandita Parekh for being appointed the first such co-chairperson. The youth group was formed this year informally. We didn't have a committee to house them, so they were all scattered all over. There were challenges they faced, and I apologize for any inconvenience they would have faced. And I'm happy to see that this year most committees have co-opted them as members within their committee. To the youth, I'd like to say, be bold, be effective, have your say, but be respectful. Don't lose your exuberance. Be sincere, but don't be serious. And above all, continue to have fun. After all, जिंदगी जिंदा दिली का नाम है, मुर्दा दिल क्या खाक जिया करते हैं? Having covered all the important aspects that I could, I should end my speech here. But just a few minutes back I said I've now started enjoying public speaking. So I'm not going to stop here. And even at the cost of committing a crime of breaching my time, Nitin, with your permission, I will take a few more minutes. मंदिर की तरफ दूर से नमन कर लूं या बुध का आखिरी नज़ारा कर लूं, कुछ देर की महिमा है ये जाती दुनिया, तौबा कर लूं या एक और गुनाह कर लूं. I would like to touch upon two areas which I think are necessary for the society in my view. To remain relevant in these times of Google, YouTube and whatnot. Knowledge is available there too. I have viewed our society as a matrix organization. So while on one hand we have our domain expertise like accounts, audit, tax, indirect tax, international tax and whatnot. On the other hand, we have the various constituents of our membership. We have practicing chartered accountants, we have members from industry, we have within that CFOs, we have members from PSUs now, we have the youth group, we have the senior chartered accountants and so many others. We have tried to understand the needs of each constituent and attempted to structure, design a program keeping their specific needs in mind. After all, this is a new service level expectation from the society. We must continue to do this, and in years to come, we will see the impact of this. The other aspect is, to be relevant, we need to be heard in the corridors of power. This year, we were fortunate to have the Union Secretary, then Union Secretary, Shri Rajiv Takru, who sought us out through Sharik Contractor, and we had a lovely closed-door meeting with him. But this is not enough. Society is a non-political voluntary body and makes representations on behalf of the general taxpayers with no vested interest of any group or any industry. We must reinforce our position as such. We must be visible, we must be effective, and we must stop being shy. Before assuming office, I had sought Rajesh Kapadia's advice, and the only thing he said to me was, BCS is a very prestigious organization and the role of the president is a huge responsibility. As the flag bearer, conduct yourself with dignity. As I reflect upon the year gone by, I hope I have lived up to his advice. To him I would say, तुझको रुसवा न किया, खुद भी पशेमान न हुए, उम्मीद है इश्क की इस रस्म को इस तरह निभाया हमने. As I step down today, I am satisfied and relieved. But the realization has already sunk in that starting tomorrow, I will join the august group of past presidents. The past presidents of the society have continued to contribute so much to the society that I am excited by the prospect of doing my bit. And for this, I won't be constrained by 1 year, time that the president has. As my closing remarks, I'd just like to quote and say, सितारों से आगे जहां और भी है, अभी इश्क के इम्तिहान और भी है. गए दिन के तन्हा था मैं अंजुमन में, यहाँ अब मेरे राज़दां और भी है. Thank you, and I wish you love and happiness to all. Nitin, may I invite you?
On behalf of everyone here, I would like to present you to Naushad for a wonderful year.
President Naushad, my dear colleagues Raman, Mukesh, Narayan, Sunil, Chetan in absentia, respected past presidents, seniors and fellow members. It is a great honor to be bestowed with the responsibility of leading the Bombay Chartered Accountant Society, an institution that has glorious past and strong foundation built through selfless contribution, dedication and perseverance of the founding fathers and successive leaders. I accept this responsibility with sincerity and promise to work and live up to the highest expectations. My team and I are committed to work ceaselessly and tirelessly to serve the interest of the BCAS, pursue our vision, and endeavor that the society continues to scale new peaks. It has been a zestful year under Naushad's leadership, and the society's flag continued to fly high. With his trademark style, vigor, and innovative approach, Naushad has put into action several path-breaking initiatives such as connecting with the Youth Brigade, the CFOs and senior chartered accountants, besides maintaining high standards for various regular activities. Naushad, the society has this tradition of continuity with the change. All your initiatives, I'm sure, will continue and flourish in the years to come. While facing challenges, Naushad led from the front and pursued win-win solutions. My heartiest congratulations to Naushad for his memorable leadership and excellent year. Peter Drucker said, a voluntary organization exists to bring about a change in individuals and in the society. However, in today's time, in a fast-paced life, a few questions do arise. Why volunteer? How does it help me? I was struggling with these pertinent questions, and I found answer in the following quote from Swami Vivekananda. Swamiji said, ask nothing, want nothing in return, give what you have to give. It will come back to you. But do not think of that now. It will come back multiplied 1,000-fold. Friends, I am one of the countless beneficiaries to whom the BCS has given back what we gave multiplied 1,000-fold. I recall the business consultancy studies course during 1998-99 that brought me closer to the Bombay Chartered Accountants Society. Soon, I was invited to be part of the core group in 2000. The BCS program, conceptualized by Sri Narayan Bhai, Nandita and other seniors, has changed many lives, including mine. I've learned and gained a lot during past 15 years of being in close association with the BCS. Seniors have welcomed me with open arms and made me feel part of this magnificent family. I've gained and endured many friends. In hindsight, I wish I could have become active with the BCS a little earlier. As a member of the core group, one gets an opportunity to observe the seniors closely. I found them very gracious and easily approachable, ever ready to share their knowledge and help the juniors in overcoming their difficulties. Pradyumna Bhai and Arvind Bhai teach us the quest of knowledge is a lifelong commitment. At the company law RRC held recently, I found Arvind Bhai and Kishore Bhai amongst the participants, ever eager to learn new developments. This made me feel nervous. I felt I was not learning enough. Narayan Bhai, he teaches us how to be innovative, think big and differently for greater good of the society and remain forever young. Pradeep Bhai Shah, he's been a great emotional support whenever Trupti and I needed the most. He has been helping all of us to keep our heart and emotions in the right places. My daughter Parnasi too is an ardent admirer of Pradeep Bhai. Learning from stalwarts such as Pinakin Bhai sharpens our understanding of core subjects. Each stalwart inspires and teaches us in his unique manner the qualities and abilities that an accomplished professional must cultivate and imbibe. This leads me to a question: how do we define a professional? Consider this modern definition of a professional in today's context given by Subrata Bagchi, an eminent management thinker and entrepreneur himself. He says, and I quote, "To be a professional takes more than just aptitude. It takes commitment to doing what's right, not just for your business, but for the society as a whole. My belief in the value system became stronger by observing the BCS stalwarts adhering to the highest standards of ethics and values. The BCS provides the right environment and impetus through selfless mentoring to chartered accountants to be outstanding professionals. This mentoring at the BCS is important to members from all backgrounds. Members from small and medium practices get to learn from the seniors and can find support to grow. Members from large global firms get a collaborative and neutral platform to enrich themselves with academic pursuits. Members from the industry get an opportunity to spruce up their knowledge and network. The value proposition that BCS offers is great. We need to ensure that this message is driven home louder and clearer to help spread the benefits widely. I look forward to the membership and PR committee led by Naushad to pursue this with greater fervor. While coping up with complexities in the ever-changing world and the resultant uncertainty, it is helpful to understand the elements that remain constant. Nicole Baker, an American researcher in the subject of futurology, stresses on 3 such constants that capture the essence of our social fabric, regardless of the time period. The 3 constants in ever-changing world, according to Nicole Baker, are 1. The drive to explore. 2. The desire for interpersonal relationships. And 3. The need to make sense of the world around us. I sincerely believe and find that the activities of the BCS encompass each of the above elements. And the annual plan for 2014-15, already circulated to you, underscores these elements as well. The plan focuses on exploring new frontiers of knowledge, developing outstanding professionals, mentoring and fostering a relationship, and contributing to the nation building. I would like to, with your permission, outline few specific thrust areas for the ensuing year. India is in the midst of modernizing key corporate and tax laws. We must commend and support the government in this overdue exercise. However, the journey has been far from satisfactory and the legislature and the bureaucracy falling short. The experience with the Companies Act 2013 and its implementation so far has been very agonizing. Even the drafts of the Direct Tax Code have been heavily criticized. While we have very high expectations of Achhe Din from our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, it must be realized that we need to grow beyond complaining and contribute proactively rather than sit back and be passive. In the presidential address last month, the new government has committed to participative governance and promised to engage directly with the people in policy making and administration. Our vision statement also states that the BCS shall be the catalyst for bringing out better and more effective government policies and laws and clean and efficient administration and governance. It is thus important for us to step up the efforts, as rightly mentioned by Naushad. My team and I look forward to working with the chairman of various committees to ensure we continue to make effective representations so that our voice is heard. A separate committee, Corporate and Security Laws, has been set up to focus on this area of growing importance, led by Shri Kanubai. The accounting industry presents a fragmented scenario where small and medium firms constitute a large number of participants. Low entry barriers, low switching costs for clients, and high exit barriers are main reasons for the fragmented nature of our profession. Not just in India, but possibly in a lot of other countries as well. This can be countered by helping small and medium-sized firms to network and grow and adapt to the best practices. The Infotech and 4i Committee has been conducting annual power summits for last few years for this purpose. My team and I look forward to Amit Patel and his committee to continue to build further and take up new initiatives in this area, including contributing to a regular column on this subject in the BCA Journal. The role of chartered accountants in the industry has been expanding into leadership. It is therefore important to build further on our initiative to reach out and connect with CFOs in general and various specific industry groups in particular. My team and I look forward to working with various technical committees and the Membership and Public Relations Committee for specific programs for this segment. Today's youth are tomorrow's leaders. I'm sure the Membership and Public Relations Committee led by Naushad will give further momentum to this very important initiative in the ensuing year. We just saw a trailer of that, of what all is forthcoming. I call upon each one of the youth group members to benefit from gratuitous mentoring and look forward to them as our future leaders. Students are after all our future. The HR committee led by Mayur is doing an excellent work in this area through innovative programs. The professors in accountancy are a vital link to the students. Many of us have been lecturers in past, or are lecturers today as well. The BCS needs to connect with this community in a structured manner. Another brilliant suggestion has come from Nandita, that the BCS should encourage the principals to sponsor their article students for short-term internships at various NGOs and the society itself. This will help the students to widen and deepen their learning and provide a holistic experience. My team and I look forward to working with the HR committee led by Mayur and Nandita on converting these excellent ideas into actions. Technology. All aspects of our lives, profession included, are being impacted by the ever-changing technology. We must understand and leverage the relevant technology in conjunction with our core competencies to deliver superior services. The Infotech and 4i committee has been doing several programs in this area. I request Chairman Amit to continue with these programs and ensure that the committee addresses the growing requirements of the members in this area. In fact, I read this morning that based on some profiling updates on LinkedIn, the tribunal held permanent establishment for a foreign company in India. So, as tax practitioners also, our knowledge in this area needs to improve. The BCS itself has been generally proactive in encouraging the technology, embracing the technology changes. Recently, our revered BCA Journal embraced an e-avatar. Further, the team is working on to build a revamped portal to improve knowledge sharing and connecting with the members. In addition, we will continue to explore various digital mediums such as Web TV to overcome distances in dissemination of knowledge and to extend the reach of our program. It's important, along with increasing activities, to focus on the staff and office infrastructure. Our annual report carries an important statistic about hours of education that BCS delivers. The annual hours of education have grown from approximately 25,000 in the year 1993-94 to about 38,000 in the year 2003 and 4, and the count was little over 132,000. Yes, friends, 132,000 in the year that just completed, 2013-14. It's an increase of over 500% in last 20 years. Our staff has been putting in very hard work, and we must acknowledge it. At the same time, increasing workload and expectations are resulting in some gaps in the delivery as well, which we must recognize. This requires us to strengthen the team and help them build their capacity through appropriate training. The improvement in office infrastructure, including systems and processes, is a continuous mission, and we are committed to pursue excellence in this area as well. Friends, it's football time, and my friend Kuntal reminded me that I must refer to this flavor of the season. Courtesy my son Mohak, I am a member of the growing football fan club in India. Even then, I could not take an accountant out of me. So what did I do? I looked at the definition of the role of captain, and I found that as defined by Football Association, the apex governing body of English football. They have defined the role as that as a captain you have no special status or privileges under the laws of the game, but you do have a degree of responsibility for the behavior of the team. I feel the same. However, with one advantage, I have many more coaches to guide and support me. Dishat, my another good friend, has a different perspective. He says the role of a president is more akin to that of an orchestra conductor, whose primary duties are to unify performers, set the tempo, execute clear preparations and beats, and to listen critically and shape the sound of the ensemble. Either way, the key leadership lessons from these two examples are: one must surround himself with talent, and one must play the game and play the notes through sheer hard work, discipline and commitment. I must say I have been fortunate to have loads of talent in our core group, and my team and I promise to play with hard work, discipline and commitment to continue building upon our rich heritage and leave a memorable legacy. Thank you.